Yeah, hello. Look, I hope you guys are okay. You're living your life. Can you tell this about me immediately? Can you tell that I've been fired from 14 jobs in my life? Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. See, okay. Did you ever get fired from any jobs? Yeah. Been fired from listening right now, mate. Unfortunately, you don't have what we're looking for in an audience interaction. No. Why am I lashing out at the person who's coming towards me emotionally? Story of my fucking life. Did you ever get fired? Anyone ever get fired? Yes. Over here. What did you get fired for, mate? Swearing at McDonald's a lot. Funny if you didn't get fired from McDonald's, you know? Funny if you were fired from like a real nice like HR job because you were screaming at the lady at McDonald's. I'm like, it sounds reasonable, actually. Yes, so you were fired from McDonald's? Yeah? You know what I like about you? First of all, that's a sick story. Second of all, you're projecting so literally everyone can hear it. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of people talking to the ground, you're like, I want everyone to know that I got fired from McDonald's. I'm proud. That's sick, man. I got fired from working at Coles on my 18th birthday. Me and my mate were doing volleyball with toilet rolls over the aisles. And we didn't know this, they have cameras in every second aisle of the Coles, so like my aisle didn't have the camera, my mate's aisle did, and they showed us the footage when they filmed us of my mate hitting it over, no camera, and it just comes back. And they were like, we know it was you. I was like, you literally don't, hey, like, there's a customer, they loved it. They were getting involved. I got fired from working with my dad. My dad's a welder when I was 19. And his boss, the foreman, 2 months I lasted, just like fucking shit up and drilling holes in bits of metal. And then on the last day I went up to him, I was like, hey man, I was thinking like maybe today could be my last day. And he went, I was thinking the same thing. So yeah, 14 mate, 14 jobs. I'm starting to think I'm the problem, I don't know. But like maybe not, hey? Like maybe it's jobs. Like, who likes a job? Jobs are fucked, right? Everyone, we can all, like, I think wherever you are politically, we will agree, jobs, bad. You see politicians on the news, they're like, we're going to make more jobs. It's like, stop! Why? We hate those! You're taking credit for that! Next you're going to tell me taxes is your fault too. Fuck. Dumb. It hurts, man. Getting fired. It does. When I was younger, I used to try and be like, yeah, I'm fired, fucking fired the system. But getting fired is like a mohawk. Maybe you think it's punk rock, but everyone feels really sorry for you, actually. The closest thing I can relate it to is just like being broken up with, the rejection, you know? It's someone at the core of it that's going, you're not good enough, so get the fuck out. But the difference between getting fired and a breakup is at least if you get fired, the government will come through with a bit of assistance for you. You know, if you're looking for work, they check. You've got to look for 10 jobs a fortnight. I wouldn't know, but I've heard that, 10 jobs a fortnight, and then they go, great, here's a bit of cash for you to help you through. Not heaps, but it's enough. And I reckon that'd be really cool to have the same level of support if you've been broken up with. Don't you reckon? Hurts in the same way, the rejection, you know, you're at home, you miss them, there's a knock. It's a guy from the government with a clipboard standing at the door. Alright mate, yeah, you doing okay? Yeah? Yeah, you looking for love? 10 dates this fortnight? Alright, good stuff, mate, well done, I'll tick you off. Come here, let me give you a little kiss. Maybe a massage, get you through, nothing below the belt. Think that's fair? Taxpayers not paying for that, mate. You know, right? I think that's a good idea. But you know, the problem with trying to make good political action is you put something forward for society, and there's always someone out there who's saying it's not enough, they want more. It's not enough, they should get more support, they shouldn't just get a kiss, they need blowjobs as well, it's not fair. And then someone else is like, they're not getting fucking blowjobs! My tax dollars will not be paying for blowjobs for these layabouts! And then they're just arguing on a message board. airport. You don't understand what it's like to be in their position because you grew up with blowjobs in your family. So how could you possibly understand? Your area had high blowjobs per capita in your school. My dad worked hard for those blowjobs! Do you want more of this guy? There's more if you want. My grandfather came to this country and he didn't even know what a blowjob was! And he died with his dick in someone's mouth. And that's why this country is a great country. Bit of politics there for you guys. Sorry to shove that down your throat. Yeah. Fucking like a dick. Don't worry about it. Grew up in Adelaide, been in Melbourne for 12 years. I don't know if you guys, like if everyone here is from Melbourne or if you're from somewhere else. I love being from somewhere else and then going back to that somewhere else once a year for Christmas. Because if you leave the place where you grew up at, the best shit about going home is you get all the gossip in one go. Highlights. What have these dickheads been up to? We found out one of my mates lost a finger. That's sick gossip, isn't it? Lost a finger, working in a bar, polishing a wine glass, and smashed in his hand, cut the tendon, fourth finger. Yup, 13 operations, plastic surgery, a year and a half, and the doctor goes, look man, best we can do, your finger is going to be stuck like that forever. That's gross, isn't it? Weird handshakes, just like... just a tickler for the rest of your life. So they took it off, more convenient, get rid of that. Good warning to all the other fingers as well, let them know. You fuck up, you're off the team, right boys? So yeah, now his hand is stuck for the rest of his life in the two in the bank, one in the sink. The shocker, isn't it? The Barracuda, the Bosnian pistol. Or my favourite, two in the towers, one in the Pentagon. I'll never with you, that joke never really goes that well, but it's so fucking funny. A bartender told me that 2 months ago. I'm like, that's in the set, mate. That's in the set. So yeah, I feel bad for my mate. I'm making fun of a guy who lost a finger. That's, you know, but it's not that bad. Hey, on the scale of things to go through in your life, that's on the low end. He's not in a wheelchair, that's harder. He's still white. You know what I mean? He'll be fine. He just can't do finger puppets anymore. And obviously when he gets married, they will have to glue the ring onto the... And then if he gets divorced, they'll be like, sorry, we're going to take the rest of the finger off. I got another mate from Adelaide who went to jail for selling drugs. That was a wild bit of gossip. Went to jail for selling drugs. Good mate, known the guy for 25 years. And every time I tell people now, he went to jail for selling drugs, same joke. Every time people go, oh, bro, what a very good drug dealer then, was he? Yeah. It's like, you're a fuckhead. He was a sick drug dealer. That's why he had to go to jail. If you're a bad drug dealer, you don't go to jail, do you? You go out of business where you go. Bad drugs, you know, unreliable, late to the Macca's car park. If you're a really good drug dealer, you rise through the ranks, the police notice you, they're like talent scouts, right? Take you away with all the other promising young talent to what is essentially an academy for young entrepreneurs. Jail's like Hogwarts, isn't it? They're like Wingardium Staviosa. So yeah, he's out, man. I'm really proud of him. He turned his life around. He studied business. He started a company in Adelaide selling solar panels, rooftop solar. They're doing really well. I genuinely believe a big reason for the success is he learned the fundamentals of business in the toughest environment. The unregulated drug market. It's brutal. Balance the books. Cops are fucking with you. Some guys trying to shoot your knees out. People brag about where they got their education. People go, I went to Melbourne University, I went to RMIT, whatever. My mate went to Yatala High Security Labour Prison. It's a tough school. He learned marketing off a guy called Biscuit, you know? Tough. And now that he's out, all the guys, so he's got the company, right? And he's like, who are the best salesmen? What about all the guys who used to sell drugs with me? So he's got them all working for the solar company now. It's the same company, they just pivoted new products, you know? Same boys, new website, but... And everyone who used to buy drugs off them, 10, 15, like Adelaide, there's like 5 nightclubs. If you bought drugs in a nightclub in Adelaide between 2008 and 2012, chances are you bought drugs off of these boys that I grew up with. But those people not buying drugs anymore, 10, 15 years later, they grew up, they're buying houses. What do they need? Solar panels. That's right. Sitting around kitchen tables all over Adelaide going, remember those pink Mitsubishis? They were sick pills, weren't they? Yeah, these solar panels are probably of a similar quality. I was home this Christmas and my mate Plummy, he's a big dude and he's excited about sales. He's in the industry now and he's like, bro, sales, man, it's all just about dealing with objections. Whatever you're selling, back in the day, selling pills, some guy's trying to talk you down on your price. He's like, why, yours 40 and the other guy's selling it for 25. I'll be like, fuck that, bro. If you pay less money, you're going to get an inferior product and you're going to have a shit night. And if you just replace the word pills with solar panels, it's the same pitch, right? It's a 5-year time frame, longer, but the panels will break, or pay good money once and do it right. And you know what? I'll chuck in a few pills for you if you want. Big moment for you and your family. That's fucking... Give it a nudge. Oh yeah. I want to tell you guys a quick story, and then I want to bounce. I hope this is okay. I just want to flag before the story. I want to tell you a quick story about my grandpa. And me and my grandpa have been emailing for about 12 years. We email every few months, keep in touch. And I just, like, I know some of your guys' grandparents are dead, so, like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but mine's not. I got all 4, actually. You fucking dead grandparent losers. All 4, mate! And I got 2, a biological dad and a stepdad, and 4 grandparents. I'm flush with family members, do you know what I mean? I do have 1 mum, so I am like you in a way. I love these emails from my grandpa, because he says beautiful shit about life that I really connect with, and it feels like sometimes if he can say something about life that I still connect with despite the difference in age between us, maybe there are some things in life that don't change, and it's very comforting. And then sometimes he says shit that I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, old man? And I realise he's losing his mind. And this email from 4 years ago is the perfect example of that. First sentence, there's my grandpa. Second sentence, this is just an old man on the beach. Hi Aidan, even though time has been going so slowly for so long, remember that time is so permanent and it is later than you think. My permit for collecting seaweed has expired. I'm enjoying taking things a bit easier. I collected on 25 days in the month and now have a good bin full. The council said I can renew at any time, but I will leave it for a while. It's good, isn't it? First sentence on your grandpa, something about time, and then he's like, oh, I've got a bin full of seaweed! And the council get fucked! Stay out of my shit! I got this one about a year later. You know, time has a way of moving quickly and catching you unaware of the passing years. It seems just yesterday that I was young, just married and embarking on my new life with my mate, yet in a way it seems like eons ago, and I wonder where the years went. It's beautiful. It's talking about getting older. But old is good in some things though. Old songs, old movies, and best of all, old friends. Stay well, old friend. Send this email to 10 other old friends. He's getting older, he's starting to repeat himself, like at this point, you know, the stories are still good, but he forgets and he's repeating. At this point, I reckon my grandpa repeats himself so much, if you recorded him just talking and put a beat behind it, play that in a nightclub. Do you know what I mean? Like a house beat like that, like the like driving beat, and then the sample is my grandpa's voice, just like, when I was your age, when I was your age, Can you hear it? When I was your age, yeah man, you're in the club with your boys, you all know the words. When I was your your age? Yeah, man. And the DJ's up there and he's like doing the fucking, when I was your age, when I was your age, blah, 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 blah. You're like, what's he twisting? That's a laptop. I don't get it, man. You fucking rock, dude. You're so sick. Oh, John's in the corner. Anyone want to buy some fucking solar panels? Yeah. When I was your age, when I was your age. You know when they take ages to build it up and you're like, hurry up! Fuck, man. I got no drugs left. It's just you and me, mate. When I was your age, when I was your age, when I went. When I was your age, I used to sell ducks and sell them before school. Yeah! Oh. And kids are on MDMA, you know, pretending to be ducks. They're like, so what I'm trying to say is I love my grandpa. Thank you guys very much. Goodbye.